So like I previously mentioned, my name is Lucia and I'm the coordinator for MOTAC. And as a child, I watched my grandfather smoke. And when he was diagnosed with lung cancer, I began to see how tobacco use impacted his health. And the more I learn about commercial tobacco, the more I can see how it impacts the health, economic, and environmental well-being of our communities. And I wanted to share a little bit of that with you all. So MOTAC was founded in 1992 and we work to help people quit, prevent youth from starting, and reduce the exposure of secondhand smoke and aerosol. And our initiatives include smoke-free housing, tobacco-free businesses, tobacco retailer compliance, and reducing tobacco advertising. So in 2019, this infographic from Tobacco Free Nebraska shows that there was 2,500 tobacco-related deaths in Nebraska, and we know that nationwide, for every person who dies of a smoking attributable cause, there are 30 living with a smoking-related illness. So meaning that in 2019 in Nebraska, there was around 75,000 Nebraskans who were suffering from a smoking attributable illness. So indigenous cultivation of tobacco leaves can be traced back to at least the 8th millennia, with Columbus importing tobacco leaf to Europe and decades of globalization. Commercial growing and cultivation of tobacco leaf has generated many challenges, including environmental degradation and hazard waste. So the tobacco product manufacturing process generates a vast amount of waste. As shared in the Tobacco Atlas report, the last rigorous estimate in 1995 suggests that the industry produces about 25 million tons of manufacturing waste, which contain nicotine and other dangerous chemicals. So tobacco is one of the most littered items, and the use of tobacco also impacts our air quality. So improper disposal of tobacco products can be seen in our parks, our sidewalks, and even while we are driving. This picture is actually from a park cleanup that we did 3 weeks ago, and there's cigarette butts, the packaging, and then we're starting to see the electronic waste as well. So COVID-19 greatly impacted our communities and highlighted the importance of lung health. So tobacco use impacts lung health in various ways, including cancer, COPD, respiratory infections, and asthma. And during the pandemic, we saw businesses who were not previously smoke-free open up as smoke-free establishments. With the limited ability to interact with community members, MOTAC shifted our meetings, our trainings, our events to virtual platforms, and we implemented various media campaigns and even hosted a Twitter chat with a wide range of organizations to talk about healthy environments. And I am not a Twitter person, so that was interesting. We also took a step back to improve our work as a coalition, and we focused on coalition strengthening. We implemented a collective impact assessment. We did a visioning workshop, an action planning workshop, and a blue ribbon committee. And we focused our action plan on strengthening our collective base, our board, our infrastructure, and our policy advocacy. So we're advocating, now we're moving forward and advocating for tobacco-free parks. We would love to see our parks become tobacco-free and reduce the exposure of secondhand smoke and aerosol, change the cultural norm for younger generations, eliminate tobacco litter from butts, chew, and electronic devices. And I would love for you all to join our efforts to advocate for tobacco-free parks.